This is Alex Perez. You're watching Tequila Aficionado.com. You're watching Sipping Off the Cuff.
Yes,
That's
that's
our
right. We're just happy because these are our last 6 shows that we're doing for the year for 2016. And Alex, we have been hoarding these tequilas for the very last ones, or horsing around for that matter. This is Hacienda Mercado.
So this is the third one in this series that we're trying.
Yes.
I really enjoyed the Blanco. The Reposado was actually very good too.
Very good. Now, off camera, Alex and I were discussing, I mentioned
I get fishnet.
the fishnet. And we were discussing off camera that, it says that on the Reposado that they have pomegranate and agave flavors. And I said to Alex, this doesn't remind me of pomegranate. It reminds me more of something in a wine barrel. Very similar to Dulce Vida that finishes their 5-year in wine barrels from Napa Valley. So, and we're pouring the añejo right now. So we started reading the notes on the añejo. Look at the first of all, look at the rich dark color of this añejo.
Looks like a rum, isn't it?
Yeah, it's real brassy. It's brassy looking, and it does. You're right. It looks like a rum, but it also reminds me of Dulce Vida, the 5-year extra añejo, the one that's at 55 ABV. And according to this information that we have, and this is all we've got, it's the same thing on their website. They're telling us that this is aged for 24 months in oak barrels imported from France.
Yes.
Okay. Now, for those of you who have had enough of the French oak barrel, they tend to be very sweet. They give you that really, the chocolate flavor aftertaste. But it doesn't tell us that these are French oak. I mean, it's an oak barrel imported from France. So it might be French oak, or maybe, just maybe, they are wine barrels.
Right.
Because that's a pretty deep, rich color. But I don't know. I'm using my Glencairn. Alex is almost exclusively using Glencairn these days. And it's a beautiful, deep color. But for 24 months,
This is almost like extra añejo stuff.
yeah. Or like Alex said, it reminded him of a rum. Because when you compare the Reposado to the añejo, there's a severe difference, and it's just not done that way, especially at 24 months. So,
And this nose too. This nose is
see, it's even hardier than the Reposado, right?
oh yeah.
I wish they would tell us more. If it's aged in a wine barrel, that would be cool. It's okay. I mean, it's okay with the CRT, right? It's all right. It should be okay with
That's
us.
what everybody's doing now too.
Yeah, you're not the only ones. I can name a couple right off the bat. So, but
The nose.
that's not what they're telling us.
Yeah, the nose seems very heavy, kind of like
Very perfumey.
yeah, heavy on the nose.
You-
But I could smell. Wow, I could smell. It's like real syrupy to me.
I'm
Like I'm
getting
smelling
I'm
syrup.
getting spices. I'm getting like a lot of
Yeah, a lot of
spices.
spices. Yeah, I still get the dried fruit and the raisins and the
It's almost
a
like
lot of
dried
dried fruit.
cherries.
Yeah,
It sounds like we're talking about an extra añejo here.
vanilla, kind of like the Old Spice. I get like jasmine, no, anise.
Anise or cinnamon
Anise.
too. Aren't you getting like a hot cinnamon or something?
Yeah, a little hot cinnamon. Yeah. Wow.
Well, let's find out what it tastes like.
Mm.
Wow. It's hot. It's a hot cinnamon spicy.
It is a hot cinnamon spicy.
It's a hot cinnamon spicy.
It's really hot on the tongue, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Hot, I didn't expect that.
No, me neither, because the
Especially
nose is
for
very
24 months.
floral, very perfumey, and it's like the reposado amped up. You know what, Alex? This is almost like a sherry. You know, sherry has these really the definite characteristics.
It's got a lot of depth to it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say that these are wine barrels.
I think so.
I don't know what kind of wine, if in fact they're using a wine. It doesn't strike me. Are you getting any chocolate, Alex? Like you would out of a French oak barrel?
I am getting a cherry, like you said. It could be like a dark chocolate.
I don't.
It's very good.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Mm.
I just it's got the flavor profile of an extra añejo.
It sure does.
It's got the color of an extra. This is really dark for 24 months.
Yeah, it's interesting that the color on that. I wonder if it's the roast on the barrel.
Alex, I'm just gonna
Wow.
say, I'm just gonna go out there and say it. If you have a bottle of Dulce Vida 5-year extra añejo that's finished,
Wow.
aged in Napa Valley, wine barrels. I think these are wine barrels, man. It really does have that. It has a perfuminess of an extra añejo. In fact, it's very reminiscent of
It's very
something
good.
like
It's good. They gotta
1800.
be wine. They have to be wine barrels, Mike. They're not making whiskey or bourbon over there.
No, well, it's not cognac because it's not dry. It's not.
No.
It's not a dry. We've had enough cognac and bourbon that we know. When there's that dry aftertaste, it's not. It's not dry. It's hot. Not a peppery hot, but a cinnamon spicy hot.
It's a cinnamon spicy. Yeah, very good. Very well made.
Mm. I wish we had more information on it. I wish they would tell us. Like I said, if they're using wine barrels, it's okay. Like you said, everybody's doing it. So we don't know where to find it otherwise, other than Illinois.
Aged for 24 months in oak barrels imported from France.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And it's an unassuming bottle, too.
Yeah, they didn't.
Probably find it on the bottom shelf.
Yeah, well, yeah, and don't overlook it. I don't know what the price point is, but look for this crest. Look for this seal. I think that's the Mercado family crest. Our thanks go out to Pablo
Nice.
Mercado, who is the Market Brothers Inc. importer and distributor of this tequila. They have an Instagram that they haven't touched since 2013. They have a Twitter account that they haven't touched since last year. They have a Facebook page, but they seem to be using that. You know what, Alex? Wow.
My friend. This is very unique.
Yeah, it's very unique. It will coat your palate, very much like an extra añejo, and so will the reposado. So if you're gonna do a tasting of these, make sure you cleanse your palate because the repo will actually stick to your palate too. Brand of Promise nominee, Alex. I wish we knew more about it.
Yeah, it's very good. It's actually not too bad. We gotta try to uncover the mystery. We've got some clues. I think we're right, and I think you're right, Mike, hitting it on the nose. That it's got to be wine barrels. I mean, they're from France.
Yeah,
That's
so
gotta be it.
So were the what was the name of the family from France? The aliens that were from Saturday Night Live. They were from France.
Oh, were they?
You remember the Coneheads? The Coneheads. They were from France. It's like a Conehead tequila. Yeah, we're from France. I don't know. But that's our take. It is a Brand of Promise nominee. It is well worth looking for. Again, Hacienda Mercado.
Look for the horsey.
Look for the horsey. Yeah, if all else fails, look for the caballito. I wouldn't drink out of it, but, it is kind of cool. It is kind of cool to have.
In case of emergency only.
Yeah, break glass to open. That's our take on Hacienda Mercado. I'm Mike Morales here in, check it out, the Horse Glorifier. I'm Mike Morales in San Antonio.
I'm Alex Perez in Southern California. Thanks for watching Sipping Off the Cuff on TequilaAficionado.com. Please follow us, sign up.
Subscribe.
Watch the horsey.
Watch the horsey.
Thanks for watching. The horsey says, sip wisely.